Welcome to No Longer Conformed. We're studying the book of Revelation. In this session, we'll be looking at Revelation chapter 18, verses 21 to 24, the reality of Babylon's fall. Political power, economic power, religious power, the code name is Babylon. And it's centralized under the Antichrist in a unified world system. Revelation chapters 17 and 18 record the Lord's final judgment on it. The world mourns its downfall, and heaven rejoices at its justice. Jeremiah chapter 51, verses 61 to 64 prophesies God's vengeance called for Babylon. Jeremiah 51, verse 61. And Jeremiah said to Seraiah, when you arrive in Babylon and see it, and read all these words, then you shall say, O Lord, you have spoken against this place to cut it off, so that none shall remain in it, neither man nor beast, but it shall be desolate forever. Now it shall be, when you have finished reading this book, that you shall tie a stone to it and throw it out into the Euphrates. Then you shall say, thus Babylon shall sink and not rise from the catastrophe that I will bring upon her, and they shall be weary. The ultimate answer to the martyr's call of Revelation chapter 6, verses 9 to 11. Remember, when he opened the fifth seal, Revelation 6:9, I saw under the altar the souls of those who had been slain for the word of God and for the testimony which they held. And they cried with a loud voice, saying, how long, O Lord, holy and true, until you judge and avenge our blood on those who dwell on the earth? And then a white robe was given to each of them. And it was said to them that they should rest a little while longer, until both the number of their fellow servants and their brethren would be killed as they were, was completed. The just and deserved penalty of judgment by utter destruction is final as time has run out. And notice the angel's action in chapter 18, verse 21. Then a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and threw it into the sea, saying, thus with violence the great city Babylon shall be thrown down and shall not be found anymore. Listen, in just the destruction, and just the end, in verses 22 and 23. In verses 23, no more music. The sound of harpists, musicians, flutists, and trumpeters shall not be heard in you anymore. No more workers. No craftsmen of any craft shall be found in you anymore. And the sound of a millstone shall not be heard in you anymore. No more light. The light of a lamp shall not shine in you anymore. No more joy. And the voice of bridegroom and bride shall not be heard in you anymore. Why? Well, there's two reasons given in the second part of verse 23 and verse 24. For your merchants were the great men of the earth, for by your sorcery all the nations were deceived. And in her was found the blood of prophets and saints, and of all who were slain on the earth. Listen, two things. One, the people in general were deceived. And second, the saints in particular were killed. This is testimony proving that Satan, listen, has not changed one bit from the Garden of Eden until now. deception, destruction, death.